performance, you are compelled to test an electric bike. Well, this one's from Okinawa and it's called the Ridge. But the question really here is, can it replace the Activa or for that matter any gearless scooter? I'm Bowden Painter and as always, we shall tell you the good and the bad bits of all things on wheels. Firstly, does an electric scooter feel familiar when you sit on it? You bet it does. But there's more. The switch gear is also the same that you see on regular scooters, but this one gets a full digital display. So on the display you have an odometer, you have the speedometer, you have the battery charge, and you also have a clock which shows you the run time of the Ridge. The ergos also, they are all very similar. And in spite of this being shorter than the Activa, sitting here on the saddle is absolutely no problem, even for someone as tall as me. And you have this key. What does this really do? Well, this can be used to pop open the seat or lock the handlebar. The way to start it though is with this fancy remote. Unlock the scooter, press the ignition key twice. Ladies and gentlemen, keyless entry. Now this remote also comes with a lock function and a find me alarm. And you can also use this to scare people. Alright, back to being serious. Now instead of a fuel burning engine, what the Ridge gets is an electric motor and the battery is located right below your seat. You also have riding modes which basically regulates how much power you're drawing from the battery. Now Okinawa claimed that you can expect anywhere between 60 to 70 kilometers in the sport mode and about 80 to 90 in the eco mode. Typically a scooter's engine is offset, so to compensate, they balance it out by offering weight on the other side for better stability. However, on the Ridge, the battery is located right below you, so the center of gravity is right under you. That allows for better riding dynamics and feel. The ground clearance is adequate and the belly does not scrape even when you go over the harshest of bumps. No compromise in the storage and there is more than enough space to cram your daily groceries in. Oh yes, the suspension. It's a little too soft. Now when you go over harsh roads, it is completely fine. But here on decent roads with my weight on, it's a little all over the place. However, you do get preload adjustability for the rear shocks. Now, when you talk about top speed, the Okinawa Ridge has a speedo indicated number of 55 kilometers per hour, which means you need a license and registration papers to ride this legally. However, there are other brands in the market that have electric scooterettes that are capped at 25 kilometers per hour, which do not require you to have the necessary paperwork. So ride-wise, can it replace the Activa? Well, that's a loud yes. Can it replace the Activa in practicality though? For that we'll have to crunch some numbers. The Ridge consumes 3 units of electricity to fully charge the battery. Now that from a money perspective in cities like Mumbai and Pune is a total of rupees 12 per charge. That's about 15 to 20 paise per kilometer. Now my Activa returns about 40 to 45 kilometers per litre. That's about 2 rupees per kilometer. However, the typical range on a scooter means I can travel about 250 kilometers before needing to make a run for the fuel pump. Now in my case, my daily commute is close to 20 kilometers for running errands, which means refueling once every 2 weeks. But that's not the case with the Ridge. It requires charge once every 4 days, which isn't quite bad considering how cheap electricity currently is. So, do you need a specialized charger or a socket to charge this? Well, no. This is your regular 3-pin 5-amp charger and it takes about 4 to 6 hours to charge fully. But you also have the option of a fast charger which can do the same in less than 2 hours. At this point, things look great. But allow me to explain what's not great with this product. The first bad bit would be the brakes. They're not potent, neither do they offer the combi brake system like an Activa does. But just the addition of a disc on the front would have helped its braking capabilities. The second bad bit, and I know I'm gonna get a lot of flack for saying this, but that would be the alarm system. The idea of the bike being safe sounds great, but even with a little bit of movement with the bike being locked, triggers off a loud alarm and when unattended can deplete the battery at someone else's fun. So that's about it. At 42,400 ex-showroom pan India, the Okinawa Ridge goes up against an entire lineup of Hero Electric and will go up against many other similar interesting products which are in the pipeline like Torque Motorcycles, Ather and many more. And if you want us to review another electric vehicle, let us know in the comment section below. Till the next one, see you later.